In a dense forest, a young boy wandered aimlessly, his heart pounding with fear. He had strayed from his camping group, and now the towering trees seemed to close in around him. As the sun began to set, casting long shadows across the forest floor, the boy's panic grew. He stumbled upon a clearing and, to his horror, came face to face with a massive brown bear. The bear, equally startled, reared up on its hind legs, its powerful frame dwarfing the trembling child. The boy's instincts screamed at him to run, but his feet remained frozen to the spot. In that moment of terror, something unexpected happened. The bear lowered itself back down and tilted its head, curiosity replacing aggression in its eyes. Tears streaming down his face, the boy watched as the bear cautiously approached. To his amazement, the creature gently nuzzled his hand, as if sensing his distress. The boy's fear began to subside, replaced by a strange sense of wonder. He found himself reaching out, his small hand disappearing into the bear's thick fur. As night fell, the temperature dropped rapidly. The boy shivered, his thin jacket offering little protection against the biting cold. The bear, seeming to understand, lay down beside him, its massive body providing warmth and comfort. Exhausted and overwhelmed, the boy curled up against the bear's side, finding solace in its steady breathing. Throughout the night, the unlikely pair remained together. The bear kept a vigilant watch, its keen senses alert for any potential dangers. The boy, feeling safe for the first time since getting lost, drifted into a fitful sleep, his dreams filled with images of home and family. As dawn broke, the forest came alive with the sounds of a search party. The bear's ears perked up, and it gently nudged the boy awake. Voices called out in the distance, growing closer with each passing moment. The boy's heart leaped with joy as he recognized his father's voice among them. Torn between his newfound companion and the promise of rescue, the boy hesitated. The bear, as if understanding the conflict in the child's heart, gave him a gentle push towards the sound of the voices. With tears in his eyes, the boy hugged the bear one last time before stumbling towards his rescuers. As the search party burst into the clearing, they were met with an astonishing sight. The young boy, dirty and disheveled but unharmed, stood at the edge of the trees. Behind him, partially hidden in the shadows, stood the massive form of the bear. The rescuers froze, weapons at the ready, but the boy quickly intervened. "No!" he cried out, placing himself between the bear and the search party. "He saved me. He kept me warm and safe all night." The adults exchanged bewildered glances, struggling to comprehend the scene before them. The bear, sensing the tension, slowly backed away into the forest. The boy watched with a mixture of sadness and gratitude as his unlikely guardian disappeared into the undergrowth. As the group made their way back to camp, the boy recounted his extraordinary experience. Many of the adults dismissed his story as the product of a frightened child's imagination. How could a wild bear, known for its ferocity, show such compassion? But the boy knew the truth. He had experienced firsthand the unexpected kindness that can be found in the most unlikely of places. As he grew older, the memory of that night in the forest stayed with him, a constant reminder that appearances can be deceiving and that compassion knows no boundaries. Years later, the boy, now a man, returned to that same forest. As he stood in the clearing where his life had changed so dramatically, he reflected on the lessons he had learned. The encounter with the bear had taught him to approach the world with an open heart and to look beyond surface appearances. He thought about how quick people are to judge, to assume the worst in others based on preconceived notions. How often do we miss opportunities for connection and understanding because we let fear guide our actions? The bear, a creature he had been taught to fear, had shown him more kindness than he could have ever imagined. As he stood there, lost in thought, a rustling in the bushes caught his attention. For a brief moment, his heart raced with the wild hope that it might be the same bear from all those years ago. Instead, a young bear cub tumbled into the clearing, followed closely by its watchful mother. The man held his breath, remembering the fear he had felt as a child. But this time, he saw the situation through different eyes. He saw not a threat, but a mother protecting her young, just as the bear had protected him so long ago. Slowly, carefully, he backed away, giving the bears the space they needed. As he did so, he caught the mother bear's eye. In that brief moment of connection, he felt a sense of understanding pass between them. It was as if the forest itself was reminding him of the lesson he had learned as a child. As he made his way back to his car, the man's mind was filled with thoughts of how this experience could impact others. He decided to share his story, hoping to challenge people's perceptions and encourage them to look beyond their fears. He began speaking at schools and community centers, recounting his night in the forest and the unexpected kindness of the bear. Many were skeptical at first, but as they listened, they found themselves questioning their own assumptions about the world around them. The man's story sparked conversations about compassion, understanding, and the importance of looking beyond surface appearances. It encouraged people to approach unfamiliar situations with an open mind and a willingness to see the best in others. In a world often divided by fear and misunderstanding, the tale of the lost boy and the bear became a beacon of hope. It reminded people that kindness can be found in the most unexpected places, and that sometimes the very thing we fear most may be the thing that saves us. As the years passed, the man continued to return to that forest clearing. Each visit served as a reminder of the transformative power of compassion and the unexpected connections that can shape our lives. He knew that somewhere in those woods, the spirit of that kind-hearted bear lived on, continuing to challenge our assumptions and teach us the true meaning of empathy. The story of the lost boy and the bear became more than just a tale of survival. It became a testament to the potential for understanding and connection that exists between all living beings. It challenged people to look beyond their preconceptions and to approach the world with open hearts and minds. In the end, the man realized that the true miracle wasn't just that he had survived that night in the forest. The real miracle was the profound change it had brought about in his life and in the lives of those who heard his story. It was a reminder that sometimes the most valuable lessons come from the most unexpected teachers, and that compassion has the power to bridge even the widest of divides.